change your Discord.
She won't want to play it. She'll get to the point where she won't want to play it. I know, I've seen it, you know what I mean? It'll be just too much toxicity. She won't be able to trust a single person in the game. And you'll end up just distance yourself from it, and then you'll soon leave it. And if that's what you want, then carry on doing what you're doing.
I mean, between the three of us, you can't deny this is the case. You have brought this all on yourself, haven't you? They're not lying, are they? These things have actually happened. Correct? Or am I lying? Am I wrong? Or am I saying what I was? I mean, me saying all these things that you're experiencing now, you've brought on yourself, and the things that they're telling you and everybody else has actually happened. I'm correct, aren't I?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, I'm glad you're honest, because the fact that you've actually admitted that is true tells me you're not in denial.
That's good.
And and that's the first step forward. And you're going to have to really look at it as I've got to face the music for my own actions.
Exactly.
These things that you're doing, you'd expect from someone 10 years of age or a little bit less or a little bit higher, not from someone who's 20.
Yeah. And you can't even pull that card anymore, or new to the game, or
You know what else as well? I've had people tell me, if you are seen to be optionally hanging out with creepy, people will then start looking at you as part of the problem, and they'll start leaving your server. They'll start coming on with alts and raiding your server and doing this and doing that. You know, so the problem doesn't just stay with you; it stays with all the people that you freely hang with.
Exactly, and that's why you'll have no one.
People like ourselves, and that's, you know, we've not been avoiding you and stuff like that, but we've been busy.
That's fine.
This is what we're being told. You know.
And we both know clearly, obviously, between me and you and Seth, there's no recycling. You're not going to recycle a weapon. I could have called your bluff even on that stupid Argon, and the minute I would have called your bluff, you would have recycled it. Whatever you've done with it, I'm not fussed, I'm not stupid, I'm a 32-year-old man.
Have you still got it?
Yeah, I could have basically said
actually, I don't.
Okay.
Did you trade it?
Honestly, best thing, so to tell the truth, no one's really fussed. Like I said to you, I couldn't give a monkey's whether it was the fucking rarest one I've won. It's just the principle of it, do you know what I'm saying? And obviously, we're not silly. We know how people conduct themselves and the way they do it, and this frame of manner. We've seen it so many times, but we're obviously coming to you like grown-ups, adult to adult, and able to have a civil conversation with you, non-toxic, and try and like point you in the right direction, whether you want to take the advice that we're giving you and start conducting yourself in a better manner. You're going to end up basically not liking it. Like I said to you, you're going to end up leaving the game because it won't be fun for you. You won't be able to trust a single soul, or you'll have to like change your epic name. No one will want to play with you no more. No one will want to do nothing. Soon the word gets around the community, this girl's recycling. You'll soon get yourself labelled as something. And if that's, you don't want that, believe it, from us. We've seen it, we've heard about it many a times. So the best advice is what we're giving you now. Do you know what I mean? Like I was saying to you, you've put yourself in these predicaments. Do you know what I mean? Some people would say to you, you've made your bed, lay in it. Do you know what I mean? But we're obviously giving you the chance to change in your ways. Do you know what I mean? And telling you and giving you the little heads up. This is what these communities are about, especially the one-on-one community. Like he's saying, you'll get shredded in it. Because they don't tolerate it.
I have seen people come back from this, the likes of Trampo and others, verified in the server to have trusted trader or trusted seller role, who have had a colourful history with scamming as a kid, but kids grow up. And the thing is though, what backing they've got is they were doing it when they were kids. You're doing it at 20 years old. So you haven't got that excuse of, oh, I'm grown up now, I'm mature, when you should already be going to say, well, she's fucking 20 for fuck's sake. What's that? You know what I mean? So you're going to probably find it harder to redeem yourself because you've been doing it so late. You know? it's a shame, really. But you know, I don't want to go over old ground and repeat myself. But yeah, you know, this is the situation, and I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to blow smoke up your ass and tell you this, that, and the other. I'm going to tell you how it is.
Yeah.
You know.
Because you'd rather make a respectful manner than these kids telling you this, for this, that, the other, and, you know, toxicity come into it with the kids because they don't give a shit. They don't know any difference.
I'm not going to lie. We have had, well, I have at least had a few people come to me and say, "Oh, have you heard about this, that, and the other?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, I have from a few people, but
Be safe and shout.
I'm not going to sort of give you my opinion or anything like that. I'd rather just stay out of it because it's nothing to do with me."
Exactly. We just obviously distance ourselves from it if that's what you want to do, because obviously we can't tolerate to have people like that around us within the community, because then it brings us bad rep as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I mean, I want to give you my honest opinion on something. All right. Now, do you remember when I had to come into your home base or Ollie's home base that time about those 7 guns and the 8 one for free that guy wanted $70 for?
Mm.
Right. Now, I purposely cancelled that trade because of the following reasons. Now, I know what your past has been, and there's one thing scamming IGC, which is in-game items or in-game content.
IRL stuff.
If you want my honest opinion,
Mm.
I actually thought to myself, you're asking a 13 or 12, you know, just turned 13-year-old kid who probably doesn't even have PayPal, and asked him to fit a $70 bill for you. I didn't trust you enough to know that you wouldn't scam him out of 70 in real life dollars. And at that point, when you text me that stuff in DM and ask me not to say anything out loud, my alarm bells rang big time. And at that point, I said, no, I can't trade with this. I can't trade non-trusteds. Here's your guns back, llama, and that's it. Game over. Because I just saw that you could possibly not pay that money back to Ollie. You know,
Even though Ollie wouldn't have even, this is the thing about it, you should have even known yourself, right, gamer, that a kid of his age probably won't even have the money like that around him anyway, and like he's just said, he's got no PayPal, so I don't know how you're conducting yourself to even think that a kid could even front the bill for that. Do you know what I mean? You should know, you should have some sort of head on your shoulders at 20 years of age.
You know, and you should have been up front. You should have said to the guy, no, I
thought it was this price, I can't afford that or this or that.
You were saying, oh, I've got a problem with PayPal, blah, 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 and so it's asking me for card details. And he said, well, of course it is. Mine does that. It just asks you to...
what card you want
it to come out from. And you're like, oh, like this. And then after he left, you're like, well, to be fair, I thought it was the fact that he was saying it was $10, not 70. So why didn't you just say that rather than blurb in full of crap and say your PayPal won't work?
Making yourself looking shady.
Yeah. You know, I thought you said $10. I didn't really mean you meant 70. I'm sorry to waste your time. You know, I thought you meant 10.
Yeah.
And now it's 70. I can't afford $70. You know, for this is, you should just be upfront, be honest. Honesty is the best policy.
It is.
And you know, I can drop. I mean, I dropped all my weapons in someone's home base yesterday, just so I could sort out a few bits and pieces to him. I had a random come in who was a kid, was just staring at my guns, looking around and going, "Oh yeah, look, they're hovering off the floor," and I could trust he wouldn't. He was just sitting there, not picking them up, not doing anything. And there's been cases where I've dropped my stuff on the floor, doing something you've asked me to do. And I'm looking back all the time at my stuff and watching it come on. I shouldn't have to think like that.
Well, to be honest with you, the time when you done that in your canny, that just made me see sense. I wouldn't drop nothing in future then, because I dropped a load of stuff, and obviously I asked you to drop. No one pick it up the minute I said it. I turned me back for a minute, boss, you were in the box, gone. I even put them in a box, so there was no reason for you to go in there. And then obviously when he asked you for them back, I had to clip it. Luckily enough, because if that's the case, I always clip stuff like that, you get what I'm saying, so I know what I'm dropping on, so I know what I've left, so I can't be accused of false accusations.
Yeah.
And you know quite well, you only tried to drop me how many back? I had to go over them, each individual one. It took me about 10 to 15 minutes to get through the clip because it was an hour clip. I shouldn't have to do that. Do you know what I'm saying? And people don't like it, to tell you the truth, like, honestly. I just don't know what to say to you, obviously, and this thing about you and it takes as well. I don't know what you're getting yourselves muddled up about, but you just need to obviously put it to bed and sort it out with one another, because whether you are doing this and this is the way you want to conduct yourself, then
This is the situation how I see it, right? Takes and you were, in his words, fortnight girlfriend for a while. He brought you into this community. He brought you into our little bubble.
yeah, exactly.
Right. Now, he obviously feels some sort of responsibility for the problems now that you've caused because of him bringing you into this community. So he's going to take it as a personal vendetta.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
You know, which isn't fair on anybody. You could have come in, mature, dealt with things properly, been one of the guys, as it were, for a better word. I know guys in certain communities are classed as gal and female, and it's just all right, guys, sort of thing. But you could have conducted yourself as so much more professional and legitimate, but yet you decided to go down this soppy fucking path of nicking things off people and then telling them they fucking recycled it. I mean, these are literally words of a kid.
It is.
No, I mean, anyone in their right mind knows that you're not going to recycle a weapon like that. You've only said that so you can keep it. But then you've got the added thing of like, well, okay, then show me. Screen share, or take a screenshot of your backpack right now and your storage. What would you do in that circumstance? Would you try and wean your way out of it, or would you just literally batch it just to save your own shit?
Be honest.
I'm sorry, what happened?
Okay,
Are we talking to ourselves?
sounds like it.
No, I'm paying attention.
Well, if you were paying attention, you would have heard what he's just said to you.
Yeah, no, I kept it.
Yeah, we know that, but listen to what he's just said to you.
What if Tops would ask you, okay, prove that you've recycled it. Show me a screenshot now. Take a screenshot on your phone and send it to me of your inventory and your storage. What would you have done then?
Show him my stuff.
But would you have deleted it? You would have deleted it.
You would have literally destroyed that gun of Tops's to save your ass, and then taken a screenshot of it afterwards, wouldn't you?
And that's why I didn't call you out on the bluff, because I knew that, and I thought, fuck it, you know what, you're welcome to it, because I weren't stupid. Do you know what I mean? But I just knew that, I just took that in a lesson. Do you know what I mean? You might have thought we were silly, but obviously we might act silly, but we're not. And nor is anyone else, obviously, within the sort of community when you're saying these things and doing these things.
Yeah.
So even like with one-of-ones or stuff like that, you obviously, if it's not fair. Imagine somebody doing it to you. Would you have liked it?
I wouldn't care.
Oh well, then this isn't. If you wouldn't care, then this is obviously not the game for you, or this isn't the community for you. Then is it?
No.
No, it's not.
And we're wasting our time talking to you now.
By the sounds of it. Because it's surely hard. Then if we come in now, you've had what you say, look. What you say? I'll show it in a sec. Playing film. I'll sort it in a sec. Just give me a minute. Well, I'll sort it before I go up. Don't worry. Yeah. So basically, then you wouldn't care if someone's on that to you.
So what was the actual question in the first place? What was
Would you have been bothered if someone's done that to you?
No.
what nick shit?
No, you wouldn't care. So if you had now, for instance, even a $10 weapon, and someone done that to you, you wouldn't give a shit.
No.
Well, the one-on-one community and this type of community mustn't be for you then. and that's my honest opinion. I'm not being nasty, I'm just telling it how it is.
Yeah, you're good.
You know what I mean? Because if you
You're not
can't
bothered about
conduct
people doing it
yourself
to you, then that's why you're not bothered about doing it to other
to
people.
others, so you're not taking the game seriously enough, then are you?
Or people, for that matter.
People's feelings.
Or their financials.
Exactly. I just don't know where it's gonna leave us, to be honest with you.
No.
Because I feel like this isn't even a lesson for you to learn. Like, even being deadly honest, just off what you've just answered that question. Would you say?
Hmm?
Oh, I'm wasting my time here, aren't I?
Yeah. Right. That's it then, I take it.
I think so, mate.
I mean, you said to me in one of your last DMs last night, thanks for being a good friend. I've tried to be.
Yeah.
And you've just pissed all over my back. In the last 5
No,
or 10
that
minutes.
was me basically saying, I'm leaving in a way.
No, it's not.
How is that? You basically say you're leaving in a way. That doesn't make any sense at all.
No, that's complete bollocks what you just said.
Yeah.
This conversation is going to go from us trying to help you out to literally
Just
fucking
getting
you
shit
off
on.
after you just shit all over us. Wasting our time, not listening, and literally just taking the piss out of us, as well as yourself. And you're not going to give a shit. You're just going to go on and do whatever you want.
Yeah, and conducting yourself in this manner because you don't give a shit. If someone done it to you, you're not asked to do it to them.
Yeah, so I think the last words to you is, from me, is, we tried.
Exactly.
So, that's it then, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Have a happy life.
You too.
See you in our... Exactly. See, look, I can even tell from the tone in your voice. So, yep, okay, well, have a good life, and I don't expect to see you in my party anymore. And I'll have to ditch you from the server for scamming.
It's a shame, isn't it?
It is really. You've made your bed, I think you just have to lie in it. We've tried.
Somebody just getting nothing back for giving and getting nothing back. So you don't just give, do you? If you don't get fuck all back in return.
I've been in a relationship where a woman had very, very problematic problems with anxiety. And I know that this is your anxiety talking. Because you don't know what to say. This is your defence going up now. Now, when you get off the phone from here, or get off this game now, you're probably going to, after a few hours or a few minutes or whatever, probably completely and utterly fucking regret what you just did in this conversation. Or you're just not going to give a shit. One or the other.
What one is it? Just for curiosity. Jamie?
Hmm.
You bored
Are you
now?
even listening?
Yes, I'm listening.
So, you know, we expect some sort of communication
I just
back or
have
just
nothing to say, really.
Well, there you go then. So, well, you know, you obviously, it's not like you're 15 years of age, is it?
No.
Or are you?
How old are you really?
I'm 20 years old, gonna be 21.
Okay.
You need to
Are you
act like it then, don't you?
Are you actually married? Or do you live with your
No.
mum at home? No. What's that all about then?
Husband shouts this, that, the other.
Why are you telling us you've got a husband? And my husband's just said, hi, Sevens. Who was that? Your teddy bear on the fucking side of your bed? What is going on?
I think we're just wasting our time here.
I'm not being. We're not being nasty. We're just bringing up things that you've said, and that I'm just relaying it back. Not once have I called you any nicknames. Have I taken a piss out of you or
Not
anything
at all.
like that? We're just literally now throwing everything back in your face that you've thrown at us. You can't knock us for trying. This is probably the most civilized conversation you've had on this game in relation to this problem you've had.
And you must have just thought you were going to get away with it and keep getting away with it and think this is how this game's conducted. Well, do you want me to tell you something? Open your eyes, it's not. It's quick enough coming to us going, this person's just GM me this, saying this, that, the other, they have me in tears. Speak, open up, tell us, come on, what? You can't just go, what, you know.
You said to me, right, why are people so mean? And then you DM me those screenshots of what people have said, right, and everything like that. And I'm thinking to myself, who's actually the mean one here? I could probably even turn around and say that you're the mean one for doing what you've done. And they're only retaliating.
Yeah, exactly, and that's right, even being honest with you, because obviously you don't care about the way you conduct yourself. You clearly just turned around and said you couldn't give a shit if it happened to you, so you're not really giving a shit if it happened to them, so that's why you're doing these type of things. I'll take you to send me an invite.
Yeah. Who is the mean one here?
Yeah, might as well shoot him an invite dead quick, because he's just invited me, so I'll get him in and see what he's got to say for himself as well. One sec. Because obviously it's alright bringing people into the community, he needs to learn, he's got to deal with his own shit as well. Thought so. Yeah. Okay, he's quick enough to invite me, but he can't. He needs to be man enough to own up to his mistakes then, doesn't he, as well? Because he's another one who's going to get it in the neck from me. You DMing him there?
Yeah.
Another invite from him. Okay. But if he wants to speak, he can join the party and speak like an adult. Hello.
Hello,
What is?
sir. How you doing? I take it you just seen my DMs. Oh, okay, mate.
Sad to hear.
Sorry to hear that, man. Well, check your DMs, can you, quickly?
Oh. You
Well,
don't want.
can you just check your DMs for me, please?
What did you say? You don't want us to get involved? Did you say there it takes?
Look, just listen to me, right? We just sat for the last 10 minutes and told her how it is, and of which she's agreed. She's not a kid. She is 20 years old, and she shouldn't conduct herself the way she has been. Right? And you brought her into the situation, and so you probably feel some sort of responsibility for bringing her in to the bubble. You brought her into the bubble, into the community.
Go on, Seth.
You brought her into this community. You brought her into the bubble. Okay. Well, as far as I'm concerned, is you've referred to her as your fortnight girlfriend on many occasions. So that's why I feel that you've probably got you feel some sort of responsibility for the fact that you brought her into the bubble. Okay. Well, This is where we've put it on the line. We've told her the situation, how it is from all sides, you know, and she's
Doing
agreed.
back on our basis, most of it.
It has and it hasn't. She admits what's been going on, and you know,
Wonder if it's over for you, London. Okey-doke.
well, yeah. Well,
Yep. Of course.
well, yeah.
Where's it? So what then? Where's this gonna leave us then now? Yeah.
Well,
You were already being exposed. To the point of it's already being exposed.
I can take you can hear all this creepy.
Oh, sorry, my freaking mom wanted me to give her chips.
Oh, yes, that's why we could hear you right next to the microphone the whole time and take it. That's what, yes, right.
Yeah. Lies.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you hear this? Can you hear what it takes to say in here?
No.